Hey everyone, welcome. I am so excited to be in the kitchen with you today because we are making one of my all-time favorite recipes, a chicken shawarma Fattah. And I'm going to show you how to make a version that is so ridiculously packed with flavor, it's going to blow your favorite restaurant right out of the water. I'm not kidding. This dish is a true masterpiece of flavors and textures. You've got that juicy, spiced chicken, the creamiest garlic sauce, and that perfect crunch from the bread. I promise you, by the time we're done here, you are going to feel like a pro making this in your own kitchen. It's the kind of meal where everyone is literally scraping their plates clean. All right, let's just dive right in. We're going to break this down into 4 super simple parts, starting with what I think is the heart and soul of the whole dish, that unbelievably juicy, flavorful chicken. Okay, so the real magic of any great shawarma, it all starts with a phenomenal marinade. This is what separates a good shawarma from a truly unforgettable one. So, first things first, let's talk about the liquid base that's going to give us all that tenderness and flavor. That yogurt, that's our secret weapon. The lactic acid in it gently tenderizes the chicken, making it so incredibly moist. And then you get that bright, beautiful acidity from the lemon and orange juice that just cuts through all the richness. Now, to build some really deep, complex flavors, we're going to add a few key sauces. Pomegranate molasses? Oh, it brings this wonderful, tangy sweetness, while the soy sauce adds that deep, savory, umami flavor. And yeah, a little bit of ketchup, it gives it a subtle, familiar tang that just pulls everything together. Now, don't worry if you're missing one of these, it's still going to taste amazing. And for that signature shawarma smell, the spice blend is absolutely crucial. So these are our foundational spices, right? The smoked paprika especially is so key here. It adds this incredible, almost grilled smokiness without you ever having to light up a barbecue. And then to round out that flavor profile perfectly, we're just gonna add a few pinches of some warmer spices. You see this? This is what truly takes the marinade from just good to absolutely great. Just a little 1/4 teaspoon of each one adds these incredible layers of warmth and fragrance, but without overpowering the chicken. Okay, let's bring it all together. Seriously, don't be afraid to get in there with your hands and really massage that marinade into every single piece of chicken. I like to use medium-sized strips, not too thin, not too thick, because it helps them stay perfectly juicy. And here's a huge tip. If you're short on time, sure, 30 minutes will do, but letting it marinate overnight, it's a total game changer for the flavor and texture. Now when you're ready to cook, you've got 2 fantastic options. So listen up, because this is the crucial point, no matter which way you cook it. Do not overcrowd the pan. You've got to give the chicken plenty of space. This lets it sear and get that beautiful brown crust. That's the Maillard reaction we're looking for, instead of just steaming in its own juices. Trust me, that crust is where so much of the flavor is born. Okay, so while our chicken is marinating and just soaking up all that incredible flavor, we're gonna get our other components ready. A great Fattah is all about that beautiful harmony of textures and flavors, and we're gonna start with the absolute creamiest homemade garlic sauce, also known as tumeya. Now listen very closely, because this is the absolute secret to the best tumeya you have ever had. You must let that starch paste cool down completely. I like to spread it out on a plate just to speed things up. If that paste is even a little bit warm when you blend it, the sauce will get all gummy and weird. But when it's cool, oh man, it blends into this perfectly light, silky, unbelievably delicious sauce. All right, now let's talk about that all-important crunch. You can use either shamai or Lebanese bread for this. Just cut it up into little bite-sized squares. And here's a little pro tip for you. If you're frying, pull the bread out of the oil when it's just a light golden color. I'm serious, it's gonna keep cooking and darken from the residual heat as it rests. And that's how you get that perfect color and perfect crunch every single time. For an optional but totally delicious touch of luxury, I love to toast some nuts. Almonds are beautiful here. Just toss them in a little ghee or butter over medium heat. But you have to watch them like a hawk. The second they turn golden, get them out of that hot pan, or they'll go from perfectly toasted to burnt in like 2 seconds. Okay, with our toppings ready, it's time to build the foundation of our dish, the rice. So this isn't just any plain boiled rice. We are making a fragrant, flavorful base that's going to complement that shawarma perfectly. And the absolute key to fluffy, perfect basmati rice every single time is getting that liquid ratio exactly right. This ratio, this is your golden rule. For every 1 cup of rice, you're going to use exactly 1.5 cups of hot liquid. Stick to that, and I promise you, you will never have mushy or undercooked rice again. And make sure your rice is well rinsed and soaked for at least 30 minutes. That helps it cook evenly and soak up all those flavors. Now, the cooking process itself is just as important. We're building flavor right from the very beginning. Sautéing those aromatics, the onion, the garlic, the whole spices, it's gonna make your entire kitchen smell incredible. Then, toasting the rice in that fragrant fat for just a minute, that's a crucial step. It coats every grain and helps keep them separate. Once you add your liquid and it's simmering, cover it, turn the heat way down to low, set a timer for 20 minutes, and walk away. I'm serious, do not lift that lid. After 20 minutes, turn off the heat, give it a gentle fluff with a fork, and then here's the towel trick. Placing a clean kitchen towel between the pot and the lid absorbs any extra steam, guaranteeing you perfectly fluffy rice. And now, for the grand finale, where all our hard work comes together beautifully. All right, are you ready to build the most amazing plate of fata you've ever had? This is my favorite part. This secret is all about layering everything correctly, so every single bite has that perfect mix of flavors and textures. Start with a really generous layer of that crispy bread on the bottom. Don't be shy. A little drizzle of tumea on top helps soften it just a tiny bit. Then you're going to layer on that beautiful, fragrant rice, followed by a mountain of that delicious, juicy shawarma. Finish the whole thing off with more sauce, those crunchy toasted nuts, and a little sprinkle of fresh parsley for color and freshness. And trust me on this, always serve extra tumea on the side. And there you have it. You see, this isn't just a recipe. It's an experience that you created completely from scratch. That incredible mix of spiced chicken, creamy garlic sauce, fragrant rice, and that essential crunch from the bread, this is the kind of food that brings people together. It creates memories. I really hope you enjoy every single bite.